What's up? I'm BoneSickle back with another mostly pointless commentated gameplay video of Warframe on the PlayStation 4, PS4 version of Warframe. I had posted a video already titled Frost in the Void, in which X-Wing and Coke and Jay and I were doing a T1 defense, just a wave 20, and I was in the frost using snow globes to protect the cryopod. This is another game with Jay and Coke and I, but this is a T2 defense, and once again we're just going to wave 20. I have commented before that personally I usually don't go past wave 20 or 25 or 30 because I just don't feel like playing the game constantly without taking a break. And I keep encountering people who like to brag about how long they've played in defense missions and going to wave 55 or 60. I have no desire whatsoever to play the game that constantly without being able to take a break. As far as I could tell, the only two reasons why you would ever want to play a void defense for as long as you could would be, one, just for bragging rights, or two, just to save the key. But it seems to me that the T1 and T2 keys especially are very easy to come by, and I personally have over 600 T4 defense keys because of the Syndicate exploit, which I assume they will be changing in the next update. We are on the cusp of a new update, so unless you happen to be watching this video immediately when I post it, I'm pretty sure all of that has already been updated and changed. But clearly you could get the maximum usage out of a tower key by continuing to play as long as you possibly could, successfully of course, because the rotation rewards would recycle, but you would have to play obviously to wave 40 to get another reward from the rotation C pool. And like I said, personally, after I've been playing the game for 20, 25, 30 waves, or survival for 20, 25, 30 minutes, I'd rather just take a break and pop another key if we wanted to start over and keep going. That's my personal preference. Obviously, I understand a lot of people would enjoy playing for as long as they could, but that is not my personal cup of tea. But that is absolutely fine. So anyway, as you can see, we are in wave 19 at the moment, and as I said, I am on defensive duty with these snow globes. Notice how I stagger them so that they overlap, so that the cryopod itself is encased as narrowly as possible within the small area where they overlap. I never see anyone else use that tactic. I don't know why that is. I play the game with a lot of random people and see a lot of people using Frost and Frost Prime especially, and I never see anyone else use that tactic. I know that I cannot be the only person who has thought of that, but it does seem to be superior and helpful. But like I said, I am on defensive duty, and Jay and Coke are doing most of the killing. Of course, I'm using the Dread to try and impale most of these enemies, since it is powerful enough to one-hit kill almost anything except for these gunners. But 2 or 3 shots on the gunners usually takes them out. And of course, we are, as always, in a party chat with each other during these games and communicating very well. As I mentioned before in these videos with the tower defense, we have a strategy we usually employ with the lasers where we activate them at the beginning of the wave. So it says wave cleared, we all regroup in the middle and activate the lasers initially as the enemies are coming in, and then after that initial laser activation, once they are done, then we usually don't activate them again and just focus on killing the enemies the good old-fashioned way. But it definitely seems that using the lasers at the beginning of the wave is sufficient for taking out the bulk of the enemies, and then it gives them plenty of time to recharge before the next wave. And it also is just a really easy go-to method to, help us not laser each other to death or have to pay too much attention to that. At this point, you notice I'm low on energy, and it causes me to not be able to keep my snow globes up, but they still are doing no damage to the cryopod. You can look at the health bar on the left side of the screen, and of course I have discovered that as long as I can keep enough energy to maintain these staggered snow globes, that the cryopod is pretty much invincible, and the only enemies that can shoot through it usually, you know, come right up to it. So I try to stay right here next to it. But we are done, and we got a lot of Prime blueprints this game. We got 2 Soma Prime blueprints, a Paris Prime blueprint, and the Fang Prime blueprint. So it was a full blueprint party going on here, as it so happened to have worked out. And of course that was very easy playthrough, just at 20 minutes, and not really trying to push it any further. We did get 3 argon crystals out of that. Nice little romp there. So that's been another video. Thanks for watching.